And welcome back. Beginning where we left off last time in Europa Universalis 4, where I'm thinking it's time to look a little farther west to Europe. If for no other reason, then we're starting to run out of people who can pick on in the east. Japan, our treaty has actually ended with Japan. We could go to war with Japan, but apparently they got an alliance with Russia. Yeah, we could do there. I think there's a couple miners in here that if we were patient, we could diploannex. We could go after Malacca, because apparently we're worth Kilua. Yeah, they're too big to take in one war. At least with our current administrative efficiency, which is going up, but still got a way to go. Maybe the next one. I'm in Tech 23 here. I think it's client states. There's also two more diplotechs, and we'll have imperialism. Imperialism is probably where we'll be walking around the globe, cleaning up all the border gore that hasn't been yet solved. But yeah, I think it's time to deploy a lot of forces westward to deal with the threats in that sphere. We are going to want some troops over here because I think we're going after either Portugal or Castile. And either way, they've this Castilian stuff over here, this Portuguese stuff over here. So we're going to want the fleet at port somewhere over there, the Eastern Fleet. The Western Fleet can probably still continue to hunt to the Mediterranean. I think that's where I got it signed. Oh no, we have it just sitting off of Aragon at the moment. Let's get it back to a friendly port. Check for an upgrade while we're marching troops westward. I think the one I sent for Avignon actually ended up being assigned to go into France, but that's fine. It's not going to break too much. Surprised that you didn't get your last guy, but that's okay. It's annoying, but it's fine. This is going to take a little while for them to walk over here, so while they're doing that, we're going to try to solve getting Punjab to be an islet, and we're going to get spammed with Royal Marriage Request. Jumper is being denied. Mostly on board, they're just accepting all these royal marriages. Yeah, we're on board with accepting all of them. Okay, let's hopefully I don't get spammed too much more. Here comes in more spam. Royal marry you. Royal marry you. And then we'll deal with the last wave of hopefully the last wave of spam. Yeah, last wave of spam. Looks like Canal Project is progressing ahead of schedule than 90 days earlier. That's good to see. Okay, 87%. Trying to get them low enough that we can promote them to be an islet. Um, it's improving yearly. It's just not going to improve quickly enough. Give them some subsidies. So before we go back to annexing a bunch of guys, so we can get a nice green nation over here. So we bring them down to 33 Liberty Desire if I need to. Almost. Oh, I'm improving relations Tondo. That's not the one we want to improve with. Relations with those guys. Instead. Get it. Tondo is so big that they're never going to come around, I think. Yeah, they're over 100 development. I can't bring them around. Okay, so at this point, I think I can just burn a bunch of prestige, which we'll get back pretty quickly. Because we burn 50 Liberty Desire off, and that would put us in the positive there. So yeah, okay. There we go. I'm green. And now as I annex people, they won't get angry. It's going to be a long time before they stop being angry, but at least they're not going to get angrier. Got a lot of troops marching along the way, so I don't necessarily need to start this Spain war, the war in Hispania, super early. One of the reasons we're going to do that, though, is to do the Unify Islams. Where's the... Ah, okay, so we need a Portugal war and we need a Castile war to get Unify Islam off. To get Unify Islam off, then it's develop a couple states that we have. And we'll complete Second Islamic Golden Age, which would allow us to have a second Golden Age. And is sort of required for us to get the Pax Romana down there at the end. Or Pax Ottomana, which is I suppose a play on words on Pax Romana. Okay, there we've got the max with you from just proving relations. Scornful Insult will go away next January. But do I need it to go away to get these guys happy? I think the answer is probably no. We'll see. Okay, never mind. I may need... yeah, okay. If we wait until January, we'll have it. Because we're 10 short, that would do it. Uh, Receiving subsidies might also do it. We'll see. Granted, receiving subsidies probably only get up to max just at the same time, so we're definitely going to have it come January. bunch of states we can in theory make. We'll do the same I did at the beginning of the stream next stream, where I'll go through and improve our trade companies set up so we get more merchants. Offer vassalization. Offer vassalization. Oh, we've got 40 more from improved relations to go. Oh, we're back at that problem again. How do I want to solve that? Otherwise, we're just gonna get spammed and spammed and spammed. Send the money on a ladder. Here comes the spam. All the royal marriages being asked for. Ask for military access from them. Do we need it? No. Ask it from them? No. But at the same time, that gets us our relations, and yeah, we'll just go and accept these. So all our subjects. Theory, this is lowering their liberty desire, so we'll accept them. As you can see, the big drawback of doing that is they do eat up a bunch of legitimacy doing it that way. Okay, I think we're in position for a war. Oh, either way, we're going to war with both of them. That's just how that works. Owned by Ottomans or its non-tributary states. Owned by Ottomans or its non-tributary states. Okay. Apparently Songhai, of all people, has a claim on them. We're not going to give it to them. Okay. Wasn't expecting, this has happened, that the cores went away. All down there. So we'll have to take it personally. The Berber cores went down away. That kind of makes sense. I think the core for the nation that normally sits here is non-Berber, if that makes sense. Whereas the Moroccan ones haven't gone away. So we can liberate Morocco. And then we need Cordoba. Okay. Well, this is, I think we're going to leave this for the next stream, because this is going to be a big war. Yeah, it's going to be a big war. Okay, what do I want to do before I end the stream? It's a little early to end the episode, but at the same time, I think that is a bigger war than I want to try to end an episode on. We could probably sneak our diplomats in there. Get in there, then we can probably do a couple of the weaker ones in the interior. Spread that Ottoman green. There we go. Better air. RNG decided the last one wasn't good enough and got rid of it for us. Okay, we'll give them a proclaim of guarantee. So they do not cease to be. Yeah, we don't need to improve their relations anymore because they're going to be an islet on the 3rd. So that's a bad event associated with the Suez Canal being built, which we do want to finish because the Suez Canal is going to let us go back and forth between the two big oceans, which we make major use of. All for military access. And now we're just waiting on the approved relations. 30 more from approved relations. That'll basically come up with the receiving subsidies and get us there. Okay. Yay. Yeah, well, we've been spending a lot of military power. Otherwise, we would have probably grabbed it earlier. So let's grab limes. We should stop spending military power so we can take cartridge. $186. Royal marriage there. And promote Islet on the 3rd. And the good old glorious Ottoman green spreads evermore. Okay. Manpower buildings. And then wonders. We have more wonders inside our territory now. Oops. Now, how many of those actually are usable that we haven't already built? That's a different question. Bam, Citadel. Of course, another merchant. Monthly splendor, monthly legitimacy. So that one was in Italy. Is that one that we take advantage of? No, I think that was this one. Okay. It's Christian. Okay, that's not even worth even contemplating upgrading then. Okay, at this point, I think we've been around in a circle, so I think we've hit all of them. Okay. We got a merchant there. There. There's no real steering on that one. That one's pushing to Siberia. We got decent control in Siberia, surprisingly. Let's stick it in there then. Instead of sending it to Nippon. Or letting Nippon choose, which just about as bad as shipping it to Nippon. Oh, the improved relations just for whatever reason hasn't capped out there. We have there. And we got EU to raise as well. Okay, stop improving your relations. Resolution. I just spent my diplomat. Okay. Offer vassalization. Put islet on the first. Promote you to Islet, spreading that on them in green. Oh, we haven't been improving particularly long with you. Okay. Get a diplomats back. Give them some subsidies as well. Keep these guys from getting annexed. We're going to proclaim a guarantee of them. Because these guys don't mind if they're guaranteed. But they, with all the backing we're giving them at this point, they might be really tempted to take them without that guarantee. So offer military access. Offer military access. We don't have a subsidy going with you. Let's give you a subsidy as well. Here's cartridge. Agreed to military alliance with those guys. Wrote Ottoman green. Wrote Ottoman green. I think just offer military access here, and we can get the last one to be a vassal. And yeah, the three remaining ones here are basically more than 100 development, more than 100 development, more than 100 development. we might have excuses now that I'm not contemplating. We got one excuse there. I don't necessarily need the best excuses. We got an excuse there. Got conquests, which aren't particularly great excuses, but they're excuses. Yeah, so we could come piling on in here and vassalize the remainder of Central Africa. Okay. Either way, I think this is a good place to go ahead and put a part break in. I believe in the next episode, assuming well, depends on how quickly it takes to go through and redesign all the trade companies, do a trade company pass. But I think it is the big war, the Castilian War. Declare war on Castile, co-belligerent to Portugal, call in the France, send in all the troops. That's what we're going to work on next time. And if we do that right, we can pick up this province down here. We can pick up Cordoba. Picking up both of those will allow us to complete Unify Islam, which will empower country. Locks the Caliph government form, but I don't know if we're going to take that. Probably not. We can then go around and very quickly do... I doubt it's going to be that expensive to do... Well, maybe. Might be reasonably expensive to do it. But go ahead and develop those 3 provinces so we can take the Second Islamic Golden Age. And then we can go look at the Straits of Johor, Flores, and Vigea. Which apparently the nodes were having trade power issues in, and do stuff to solve those. So we can get down and get our Pax Romanica, or Pax Ottomana, for the global administrative efficiency. Well, apparently we don't control enough power in Venice. Trade power, but that's, once we solve that, that'll be easy to solve. Well, we've got like 86% or something in there. 94 should be good. Okay. I see. People are super stealing my trade power. Take the one from Gurin. Okay, we don't get to this tick, but we'll get it next tick. Why do I lack so much trade power here? Because, like, everyone's trying to futz with the trade there, okay. Now, granted, Venice is now the highest value trade node in the world, because that one change fixed it. Apparently I need to get a lot more power in this node. Which shouldn't be that hard to do. because we definitely can spam a bunch of trade control in here, and well, probably put the fleet like trade in the area as well. Such a degree, I'm actually surprised that we don't have the control already, because we have all the provinces. Right, so it's just them dumping merchants and boats, merchants and boats, merchants and boats to compete with our land. But yeah, as soon as we started competing back on the boat front, we'd be pretty golden. And I suppose we could raise mercantilism. What do we have? 26 mercantilism? And only costs 37 diplo power to raise 1%. And 1% is actually 2% provincial trade power. Maybe. Either way, this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in and end the stream. So I hope everyone's been enjoying. If you've been watching on YouTube, we'll go ahead and have a part up probably by tomorrow. This stream was 1 day earlier than normal, so there's actually a surplus one. So by the time you are watching this, unless something has happened, there will be a part recorded for tomorrow, even though that's technically going to be recorded 5 days in the future from where I'm recording. So I could be wrong. Things can change. That's 5 days in the future. If you're watching Twitch, again, unless something changes, we're going to be streaming EU4 in 5 days. There's going to be a couple of different games besides that I'm going to play in the meantime. We've got Factorio coming up tomorrow. We have Long Dark coming up the day after that. The day after that, I believe, is Shadow Empire. I'm going to go back to playing a game of Shadow Empire. The day after that will be whatever replaces Subnautica, because I'm going to try to, in my free time, so it might not be a particular given time, so don't expect to be looking for it, but I'm going to try to finish up Subnautica in just a random free time stream. And then we'll replace Subnautica. I think it's going to be, what's it called? I think I'm going to go play, I think I've said it on stream before, but let's see if I can find the game quickly in my Steam library. Field of Glory Empires. We're going to go Field of Glory Empires. We're going to do some more Roman stuff, just a different Roman game. That's what going to be after the day after Shadow Empire, and then that being the next day, being the 5th day, we'll be back when we're back to EU4. So that's basically the stream schedule for the next 5 days. Which I suppose if you're watching this on YouTube, could have been the stream schedule for like 6 days before. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to know what's going to be streamed, you can sneak over to Twitch. Username on Twitch is willcole. Username on YouTube is willcole100. With that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next one, and bye for now.